Okay girls, so we are now in the voiceover world and let's talk about moisturizing once I'm out of the shower. I do moisturize daily with the body butter and seal in with my oil mists. And as you girls saw, I do this with damp skin because if you apply moisture to bone dry skin, it won't actually be absorbed into the skin. It'll kind of just sit on the surface. And especially this body butter specifically needs to be applied to damp skin because hyaluronic acid itself needs moisture to grab onto. If it's placed onto bone dry skin, it will actually pull the moisture from the skin to activate itself instead of just working for your skin. When it comes to fragrance, I always start with Vaseline before applying my scents. And this is great for sensitive skin because less of the alcohol from the perfume is going to actually touch my skin. And just doing this makes your scent last longer because it has a base to sit on and it's on a pulse point, so it's constantly going to be expelled. And so this is my herbal deodorant. I've been using this at night to let my pores breathe while I sleep. I use my regular Degree Black and White in the morning, but this is better at nighttime because it's a very thin water-based deodorant, so it's not going to clog the area. So my first tip is to always be conscious of your water temperature in the shower. Hot water does strip your natural oils, so definitely shower in lukewarm water. When it comes to drying your skin after the shower, rubbing it harshly with the hard towel will cause friction and irritation. This can even lead to hyperpigmentation depending on the sensitivity of your skin. So if you do know you have very sensitive and reactive skin, try to pat dry instead of rubbing or just being too harsh with friction on your skin. Be mindful that what you wash your clothes and sheets with is going to touch your skin, and also how often you're washing these things. That's definitely going to have an impact on the cleanliness of your skin. Be attentive to your towels. Make sure to switch out your shower rags after every shower and your towel after every 2 days or so. Bacteria loves damp fabric, and especially for sensitive skin, a dirty towel can cause tiny micro breakouts or irritation on your skin. And ladies, don't forget foot care. Your hands and feet have fewer oil glands and are usually the first to get ashy or irritated versus your body. Make sure that you're attentive to them and that you're moisturizing them daily. Hey girls, it's Tuesday. It's currently 2:07 p.m. and I have had quite a busy week, but this is a week in body care, so I do want to put a little something on my face today, and I figured I'd talk to you girls about body care while I did my makeup for the day. And today I want to talk about one of my favorite things when it comes to body care, which is deep hydration and the science of locking in your moisture. I'm going to take these eye patches off. Today was my first time using these eye patches from Biodance, and I actually really like them. I don't know how you pronounce it. I think it's Biodance or Biodance, one of those two. But I actually really like these, and they're pink, so that's cute. I don't think I'm going to do much today with makeup. I just kind of want to put something on my face because I haven't put anything on my face in like a week, maybe less than that. But I am purging a little bit right here because I did put some retinol on the other day, and I know retinol is an active that will make you purge, and I wasn't really thinking about that when I did it, so now I have to deal with purging for the next like week or two. But anyways, let's get back to the main topic. So I did write down a few notes on my phone of like specific things I wanted to talk about when it came to this topic. So first I have hydration versus moisture, and not knowing the difference between these two, it might be the reason why you put on lotion or moisturizers and still feel like tight, dry skin. So the easiest way to differentiate the two is that hydration is water, and more specifically the water content inside your cells or inside of your skin, and hydration is what's going to help your skin look bouncy and plump, which is why stuff like hyaluronic acid helps your skin look more like plump pretty much. Then moisture is more of like oil, and essentially it's the lipid barrier on top of your skin that's going to make it feel smooth and soft. Okay, so this even means you can have enough oil on your skin and be moisturized but still have dehydrated skin. Since they're two different things, and the oil slash moisture is important to seal in the hydration so it doesn't evaporate and it kind of stays trapped on your skin. Pretty good eyebrow day, I would say. So now I want to talk about locking in the moisture or hydration that you're going to add add to your body. So first of all, if you wait till your skin is dry to apply any moisture or hydration products, you've literally missed the key to being moisturized. For products to actually sink into your pores and not just sit on the surface of your skin, you need to have damp skin. Now, me personally, when I get out the shower, I do like to completely dry it off because I just don't like the feeling of wet skin. So my way of resolving this is to use my misting spray bottle. And I posted about this before on how I use this to kind of mist whatever area I'm gonna apply a lotion or a body butter to before I apply it, so that I'm not entirely wet and uncomfortable, but I'm dampening the skin before putting the product on so that it actually works. Now, when it comes to oils, those don't necessarily need any water to sit on because they're more so like a raincoat for your skin. Like, they're gonna seal in whatever moisture products you add, and it is also gonna trap any water from leaving your body and evaporating. So that's why I always use my oil mist every single day after everything I put on my skin. Okay, so now let's talk about how the skin on different parts of your body is different. Of course, the skin on your legs and your arms and your back have fewer oil glands than the skin on, for example, your face, which is why when those areas in your body dry out, they get ashy, but when your face dries out, for example your nose, it gets oily. Then also when it comes to your body, after you've worked out or just did anything to make your skin sweat itself does contain salt. So if you don't kind of like wash your body off and start moisturizing and hydrating it right after sweating, the sweat will kind of just sit there, and the salt content in your sweat will eat up whatever moisture or hydration you do have on your skin. And also, an important tip to know is that 20% of the hydration on your body does come from what you drink, you know, drinking water, drinking teas, lemon water, things like that. But the other 80% is always going to come from what you're physically putting on the surface of your body and how you're doing it. Okay, I'm going to put a little bit of foundation on, but I need to film this section real quick for something, so I'm going to be right back. Okay girls, I'm back. I just put my e.l.f. Halo Glow on, which looks great today, but I kind of like to use a sponge after just to get any excess up so that my skin doesn't look too like, I already have oily skin, we don't want it to be too oily. So now I do have a few little extra notes when it comes to moisture and hydration with your skin. And that is, one, if you didn't know, cotton clothing and sheets will eat up any hydration you put on your skin if you don't seal it in with an oil. So like, let's say you like take a shower before bed, put on lotion, but then don't put any oil on like over the lotion. Yeah, you're now moisturizing your sheets, not yourself, because the moment you start laying down and like moving around, it's gonna all come off. I don't think I really need to wear contour today, but I'm gonna do a little bit just because. Okay, next, a lot of people don't know or like think of this, but constantly spraying perfume or just putting on too much is going to dehydrate your skin, because perfume does use alcohol. So it's like you're just putting alcohol on your skin over and over again, and alcohol is a very like drying substance. The way I combat that is I use my Vaseline hack, where I put Vaseline on the area I'm going to spray first, and then I spray the Vaseline on top. I spray the perfume on top. And honestly, not only does that help with the whole alcohol like problem, but it's also going to help your scent last longer, because it's going to sit on your skin longer because it's sitting on Vaseline, which takes a while to kind of dry out. So you're kind of getting two benefits from doing that one thing. Okay, so that's all the tips I have regarding that. And this video is dedicated to body care, things like that. But I do still have to do the rest of my makeup, and it is a weekly vlog, so we can chat for a little bit just about general things. One, it's been really like gloomy and rainy in Dallas all week, so I haven't gone to the gym. In last week's video, I was talking so loud and proud about being back in the gym, and now I haven't gone in 2 days. Well, today wouldn't count yet, but I already know I'm not going, so I'm just gonna count today. But honestly, I heard that going to the gym can make you look more like inflamed and puffy and bloated. And not to like, I don't want to use it as an excuse obviously, but I do sometimes look a bit more puffy when I'm actively in the gym more. So, but in other news, I want to show you girls something, but let me put my concealer on first so it can be like sitting. Okay, so over the weekend I went to Barnes and Noble's to go book shopping. So in last week's vlog I finished the book that I was reading and I was gonna start my new book, but one of the books that I got at Barnes and Noble's, I started reading it already, and it's the Mastery. Anywho, I got Mastery by Robert Greene. I think I've already read the Power one, and I just didn't want to, they had this whole collection there. I didn't want to read one that's kind of like, I've already read it, I think, I'm pretty sure, and it's just like a overly common book, and I felt like the Mastery one kind of tapped into what I'm trying to grow more with, so I got that one and I read it. It's definitely gonna take me a long time. It's a really long book, and it's like very, you can't really speed through it. Like, you have to take your time with the way that it's written, and just like the content of the book, you gotta take your time with it. So I know I'm gonna be reading it for some time, but I'm definitely enjoying it so far. Also, this morning I did go by my leasing office because I had to grab something, and I was like walking out and realized we do have a coffee bar. That definitely is part of our monthly charges that we just pay for and don't use. So it smelled like there was coffee being brewed. That's what made me realize, like, oh, there's a coffee bar right there. So I went over to grab a coffee because I wasn't gonna drink it then. I was gonna bring it home because I still hadn't drank my morning tea. And I usually drink, like, if I'm gonna drink coffee, I don't need to drink coffee much anymore because tea has been like my new coffee in the morning. But if I need to drink tea, if I need to drink coffee, I drink it after my tea so I can still get that into my system. So I was just gonna take it with me, so I was looking for like cups or something to put it in, because mind you, I didn't bring anything. I didn't go down there with the intention of grabbing a coffee. So I was looking around, and it was really early. It was like 7 in the morning, or yeah, it was like 7:30. So maybe they just hadn't put it out yet or something, but I could not find any cups or like just nothing. Like, I couldn't find nothing to make the coffee in. I couldn't find nothing to put the coffee in or anything like that. So I just was gonna walk out. But where they had the sugars and stuff to put in your coffee, they had like a cartridge with teas. And I was like, according to my like tea schedule, I'm supposed to be drinking my Kenya black tea in the morning, and they had like this lemon black tea, which I need to go back and find the brand, because I really liked it. Like, the Kenya black tea that I drink, I do drink it because it's really good for you, and I've seen how it benefits my body, but the taste, let's just say it's very strong, very mature, so it's not the easiest to get down. And I was like, this one, they're gonna add lemon, like that's either gonna save it and make it like way better, or it's gonna make it taste horrid. And it said spices, so I was like, okay, you know what, I'm gonna grab this, and I think I'm gonna drink this today like as my morning tea. So I get home, and when I opened it, it smelled like cinnamon, which I assume that's the spices they're referring to on the label. I read the back of it, but I don't remember what other spices it had. But I was like, okay, that's actually a good sign. Like, cinnamon in tea is really good. That's why I like the peach tea so much, because it has cinnamon incorporated into it. So I make the tea, and it was so good. I think I'm gonna find what it was. I think the brand was like BIGELOW. Yeah, that was the brand. So I definitely think the next time I go grocery shopping, I'm gonna grab some from that brand, that flavor for sure, but I'm gonna see what else they have, because I was really enjoying it. Like, I really enjoyed it a lot. Okay, see, I haven't done my makeup in a few days, and it's like my face just looks so much more alive. Okay girls, so my face is now put together. I do think I need to record like 2 things really quickly. I do want to eat something, so I'll see you girls when I'm making myself something to eat, and then we'll see where the day takes us from there. Hi girls, good morning. It is Wednesday. It's currently 9:45, and I just finished getting a majority of my work done for the day pretty much, and like my morning. Lately, for the past like 2 weeks, I've been really consistent in waking up at 6 a.m. and it just, like in the past, I would wake up at 7 or 8. You would think a 1 or 2 hour difference wouldn't really make that much of a change, but it absolutely does. Then when it comes to my morning wellness, I've started really enjoying green tea in the morning. I drink other teas in the morning, but like lately, green tea has really been doing it for me. This has been like my new coffee. Days I drink other teas, I'm like, it was good, you know, but I could still drink a coffee. With this, I literally don't know what it is about it, but I don't need the coffee. I don't know if you girls can see it clearly. Then I haven't done my daytime skincare yet, and my skin is purging a little bit because I used retinol like last Friday or something like that. So my skin has been purging a little bit. So in the morning, I swapped all my routines out for different products to kind of like cater to the inflammation and treat it and stuff. So my skin looks less like done up than usual, I guess you could say. But I did get sent this lip oil by a brand, and I know whenever I make like brand videos or like sponsored videos, people are probably like, oh my gosh, like it's just a sponsored. Honestly, if I'm being real, I'm very selective with the ones I actually like approve and accept and stuff. And if I try it and it doesn't work, I'm not posting the video. I just don't want to be one of those people that's recommending stuff that doesn't actually do anything. So in my like schedule, today was the day I was supposed to start using. That's another thing too, all the products that I recommend to you guys, I actually use them. So like when I film the video, it's either because I'm starting to use it, like whatever I was using beforehand, this is the replacement, now I'm starting to use it, so I'm recording myself at the same time. But it's gonna be like everything I post is active use in my routines. So today was the day that I scheduled for this because I needed a new lip oil, because lately my lips have been dry because I use the e.l.f. lip oil, which I do like. I really do love the lip oil, but it does nothing to like moisturize my lips. And I would have to use cocoa butter in the morning and then later in the day put my lip oil on. But me personally, I want to have my lip oil on all day. So I accepted this initially when it was when they emailed me, so I was like, oh, it has banana extract, PDRN, and banana flower. So from the description, I was like, this is a moisturizing lip gloss, plus K-Beauty. Anything K-Beauty or K-Skincare, I trust. So I tried it today, and in the like description, they're like, oh, it has like a sweet banana scent. I thought it was like exaggerating. No, this literally, I would wear this, not as a perfume, but I would wear this as like a body butter, oh my gosh, or like a lotion. It's so good. Like I genuinely really actually like this. And I have four. I have 4 of them. So this is like a clear one, but I have a red one, which I'm hoping is like a little like rosy in color. I kind of don't like the color look on my lips, but I'm looking forward to maybe like a little rosy pink reddish one. I feel like that'll be nice, even though I always get my lip products clear. I did give this week's weekly vlog a topic because I kind of have been really overwhelmed, honestly, with a lot of support and questions from you girls. So I kind of wanted to like get as much information out while it was like actively being asked. So I figured I can kind of theme my weekly vlog around the body care questions that I've been getting asked. But I also feel like it's kind of throwing off the sense of this being a weekly vlog and me bringing you girls along with my week, or along with me in my week. So today's topic is revolving around hyperpigmentation, avoiding it, and then just general texture in your skin and exfoliating. I do kind of want to do my daytime skincare already, only because it feels so late in the day for me. Even though it's only 9:45, it feels like it's already 2 p.m. for me, for how my day has been going. So I kind of already want to do my daytime skincare, but I'm gonna wait till 12 so I cannot like break out of my typical routine. I am also filming a video today that will be out for you girls. By the time this vlog goes out, that video would already be out, which is 8 simple ways to level up your hygiene and appearance. By the time that this vlog is out, that vlog will already be out, so I'll have it linked in the description box if you do want to watch it, and it's a card up on the screen right now. And then one thing I have to do later on in the night, so I can really take time today to kind of do more things around the house. Okay, so I am at my laundry area now. If the lighting is kind of strange, I apologize. I don't have any lighting facing me this way. But first, let's get familiar with what hyperpigmentation is. So that's any form of like discoloration or lines or marks on your skin that don't go with the even and natural tone of your skin, and this can be caused by a number of things, but primarily it's from friction of dry skin. So that's why areas like your underarms, behind your knees, between your legs, those areas will get hyperpigmentation much more than anywhere else, because if you're not doing a good job moisturizing your skin and that dry skin is constantly like rubbing against itself all day and causing friction, that's going to give you hyperpigmentation. What I've been kind of like explaining all week is that the best way to avoid this is to keep your skin really hydrated and moisturized at all times. I get asked, the video that kind of made this question come up a lot was my underarm care video, and I got asked a lot how I keep my underarms so clear, and it's because I've always prioritized moisturizing them. Not even intentionally, just because I like for my full body to be uniform. So if I'm putting lotion on everywhere, why would I skip my underarms? So it would just feel, to me, it just feels awkward. So I guess that's been my saving grace, and I wasn't even aware of it. But another way to also help with hyperpigmentation is using more hydrating soaps. If you're using soaps like Dial is a great soap for like antibacterial, and if you have odor, it's good for controlling that, but don't use it on its own at least. And if you can refrain from using it, if you don't really absolutely need it, like if you do need to use it for odor control or whatever other reasons you may have, that's fine, but use it with another soap. And I also did just make a video about this. Other soaps that would work well are Dr. Bronner's Unscented or Ivory Sensitive Skin Wash. I prefer Dr. Bronner's Unscented, and sometimes I do follow that with the Ivory, but if you're only going to use one of the two since you're already using Dial, I would say go in with the Ivory Sensitive Skin, because if you've been using Dial this whole time, your skin is very dry right now because Dial dries out your skin really bad. So you need a really hydrating soap worked into your routine. So go in with the Sensitive Skin Ivory. It is important to exfoliate. Granted, don't over exfoliate because that will kind of mess up your skin barrier, and that's what's protecting you from hyperpigmentation. Once your skin barrier has been compromised, for example, if you dry out your skin too much, that's what allows that friction to happen that causes hyperpigmentation. So definitely be conscious about it. I do exfoliate mildly every day just because it works really well for my skin, and I've been doing it for a while. But if you're new to doing that, definitely be more conscious about it and try to do maybe only like 3 to 4 times a week. And when I say exfoliate, that doesn't mean with scrubs. I feel like when people mention that's their exfoliator, I'm like, because one, especially if you have sensitive skin, those scrubs are exfoliating, so that's already one form of irritation, and the fragrance. So that's 2 forms of irritation that you're doing. So you're kind of ruining your skin more than you're helping it. Granted, it is fine to use them at times, but that shouldn't be a daily use, absolutely not, or your way of exfoliating your skin. I personally use exfoliating gloves with the Ivory Sensitive Skin Wash. I feel like that's the best. Or at times I will even use like a shower gel, but I've realized that that's kind of like doing the same thing as using a scrub. So I've kind of like laid back on doing that. Now while my laundry is getting done, I think the next thing I need to do, I already cleaned the kitchen, so I don't have to worry about that. I think I want to go make my bed because I'm really bad at doing that, and I can guarantee it's not done. And see what other little tasks we can get done today. Okay girls, so I did just make my bed, and I was gonna start putting something on my face, but I realized I hadn't done my daytime skincare, and it is already 10:04, so I don't have to wait any longer. I can really just do it now. And I am also gonna film something at the end, so the last product, I'll include the clip of me using it, but I have to film it like in the other direction. But like I said, my skin is purging. It's like right here, I don't know if you can see, it's right there, and I think right here is like something. So I did have to like temporarily, of course. Like once the purge ends, I'll go back to my normal routines, and I'm not using retinol or actives anymore, even though they have their benefits. And I know this is natural and this is just what happens when you use them. I just don't want to deal with it. Like, I don't have to use them, so I'm just not going to. But now my routines, I'm gonna read you my updated routines. So in the morning, I'm just using the Anua Mist Snail Mucin, like the pure regular Snail Mucin instead of the moisturizer, and the capsule cream, that's gone too, and my PDRN balm and sunscreen. Then now, which is my daytime skincare, I'm literally just using cleanser, this again, and a relief cream. I usually would use the Physio Gel Redness Relief, which I started using this. Actually, I used this last year in November or something like that, when I purged from, I don't remember what I used. It was another active. I used some active and my skin purged like it's supposed to, and I was using this to get through that week, and it helped a lot. But today I'm gonna try this Midnight Blue Calming Cream from Claire's. They kind of sent me a whole set, and like I said, I always time out my products, and majority of these products are actually to treat what's literally going on right now. Talk about alignment. But I'm gonna try this today instead of that one because it's a safe like replacement. And then at night, all I do is the same Anua Mist from the morning, Snail Mucin again, because when you're purging, you got to repair your skin barrier and keep your skin hydrated while it's going through the process. So a product like this is literally like key. So I'm gonna use, at night I use the Anua Mist, which is hyaluronic acid and PDRN, more hydrating products. This, and then the redness relief. You know, I always start off washing my face by adding some water everywhere. And my favorite, the best cleanser in the whole world, is These to the People. I literally research every single thing I do. So I researched if it was still a good cleanser to use while I was purging, and it said that it was fine. Okay, so now we add some water and emulsify. Okay, so everything is washed off. I always like let the water sit on my face for a second while I take my wrist things off and squeeze them out. And what I like about this a lot too is that it's not sticky. I don't like sticky like lip products, which is why I don't use lip gloss. I used lip gloss in the past, but once I tried lip oil and realized there's a way to have shiny hydrated lips without them having to be sticky, yeah, I never went back to lip gloss, and I just use lip oil forever. But see, the e.l.f. one that I would use, if I would have done this and like washed my face with the e.l.f. one on, the sticky would have been like all here, and it always happens to me when I do that. And I just washed my whole face off, didn't avoid my lips because I kind of mentally wanted to test it out, and literally no sticky anything. So if you guys think that I'm lying when I promote products, I only bring products, or at least I only fulfill creating videos for products that were sent to me if I actually use them and recommend them for real. I need to get my water mist bottle because Snail Mucin won't work if you put it on dry skin, so I need to get my water. Okay, so that's the skin for now. Like I said, I do need to go flip the camera real quick, so I'll be right back when I'm done. Hey girls, so it is now 11:20. I need to switch this laundry around because it's been done for like 30 minutes now. And I do want to go ahead and put something on my face, but I think I need to eat something before I do that because I'm starting to get hungry and I haven't been eating much or properly lately, so I need to fix that. Okay, so now we're gonna migrate to the kitchen. I think I'm just gonna eat some eggs. I would say potatoes maybe, but I think I'm making potatoes with my dinner, so we're just gonna eat some eggs. Okay, so earlier I talked about exfoliating and how that's a very beneficial thing to do for hyperpigmentation, but I also mentioned that it wasn't the only thing. And another thing that's really important is moisture and hydration in your body. Not only doing that, but also sealing it. So first I'm gonna talk about moisturizing and hydrating. You should be doing this every single day. You can choose if you want to use like a lotion or a body butter. Personally, I like body butters. I feel like they're deeper. well, they are deeper and nourishing, and I just feel like they're heavier, like they do more for me. But if you prefer a lightweight lotion, or you have eczema, really sensitive or reactive skin, or any other conditions that's gonna make body butter a difficult use for you, then go in with lotion. Then when it comes to sealing in a moisture, which is very important, oils are gonna be the best for this. I use an oil mist every single day after my body butter. And when I do shave and I use lotion and body butter, I seal that also with oil. Oil is going to trap whatever you use, whatever water-based product or whatever just water went into your skin. Putting oil over it's going to trap it into your skin so it doesn't just evaporate, because water will evaporate out of your skin over time. So if it's not sealed in, there's nothing really keeping it locked in there. It's just going to disappear into the air. And whatever you did would be like a temporary thing, but it won't actually work and stay in your body and in your skin. Now my eggs and bread are both done, so I'm gonna move the camera down. Okay, water first always, but I'm just gonna put a little bit of butter on the bread. And I toast the bread before anything for two reasons. One, it gives it time to cool down, so when I put the butter on, it doesn't just like instantly melt and become soggy. And two, goes along with the soggy part, the eggs are kind of like heavy, and then when you add the sauce it makes it heavier. And this is a very like, I like this brioche bread from Nature Zone, so it's a very fluffy and soft bread. So it makes, those two things make it very like heavy to hold. So if you let it cool for a little bit, it'll harden a bit before I have to put the eggs and stuff on there. I could have toasted them longer, but something's wrong with my toaster where it keeps getting caught on this part of the bread right here, and it keeps like smoking, and I get scared and take it out. And once I do that, I don't really want to put it back in, so it is what it is. And see, this is how I make my eggs. Granted, I usually would put salt and pepper on here, but for salt, one, I'm staying away from salt for a little bit because it just holds too much like in my body. I'm trying to be more hydrated. Salt just doesn't do nothing positive for me, and I already get sodium in other ways. But I also would put pepper, but what I'm about to use to season this has a lot of different peppers in it and regular pepper. So I didn't need to put pepper in this. They look a little plain now, but it'll come together. And this is literally like my favorite breakfast. Like, this is my go-to. I very much could eat the same breakfast every single day, and if I had to, it would be this. Like, it fills me up well without leaving me too full. And it's also like, everything here is good for you in some way. It's healthy, like it's light. It's the perfect breakfast in my opinion. I've done it before also with like avocado toast, so like avocado underneath the eggs. That was really good too. I hate this container. It's so hard to use. Okay, that's good enough. And then a little bit of sriracha. Oh, why is it still here? Okay. And that is literally my go-to breakfast. Okay girls, so I am now done eating. It is 11:56. Okay, now to see what I have left to do in my day, I need to go through my little schedule things. Okay, so I am gonna go film a video now. Like I said, once this video goes up, that video will already be out, and that video topic is 8 ways to level up your hygiene and appearance. So I will have it linked in the description box down below if you do want to watch, or if you haven't watched it yet. But I will talk to you girls in a little bit, and if not, I will of course see you tomorrow. Bye girls. Hi girls, good morning. It is Thursday. It's currently 10:53. It's really bright in here. It's a very sunny day outside. I don't know if I can move this for better lighting. I just realized I didn't put any eye patches on today. Hold on. My current eye patches have been this Biodance. I think these are the collagen peptide eye patches. I realized I really only like the jelly eye patches. I don't like the harder or thicker ones, and I like when they're transparent. Granted, the last ones I had, I told you girls I really liked them because they were like practically clear. Like when you put them on, you can see them a little bit, but after like 30 seconds, they're literally invisible. These are almost the same, except they're a little pink. They're like kind of clear, but a little pink. But I still think they're cute. I know the other ones that I have from the collection, because they sent me both from the collection, the other ones are purple. I don't know how I'm gonna feel about that, but the time, we'll see that when the time comes for me to put them on. See, they're like not as clear as the last ones were because they had that little pink tint, but it's still cute. It's still cute, and they do a very good job at depuffing my eyes. At least they did yesterday. So I'm temporarily not using my eye roller while I'm like going through a little skin purge thing, so I haven't been rolling and putting patches on. So this will really put them to the test, because the last ones I would wear the serum and then put the eye patches. So who's to say I can credit the depuff completely to the eye patches? But they were Abib, and you girls know I love Abib. So okay, so back in the kitchen, I'm just getting through my morning. I did just make my morning tea. I'm drinking my Kenya black tea today, and like I've said before, it's definitely a very strong, mature taste, which I'm still adjusting to. But one thing about me is I'm not too picky with flavor. Like if I know something is beneficial for me, whether it's a drink or a food, I'm just gonna drink it or eat it. Like even if I don't like it, I'll get past it because mentally I'm focused on its benefits. So I'm not one to like, plus I like things that taste, I don't like sugary or salty things anyways. I like more like, I like things that taste very herbally, very earthy. And this is that, but like a little too amped up for me. But now I'm not hungry this morning, and even if so, I don't like to eat this early because it always disrupts my stomach, and I kind of want to wait till I finish my tea to eat anything. But I do need to take my vitamins, so I've been forgetting the last 2 or 3 days in a row. I've forgotten no, yesterday I took them on time, but Monday and Tuesday I forgot, and I was taking them like with my dinner. So let's get that out of the way now. And if any of my girls that are watching take vitamins and supplements, please expand my knowledge, because I really want to take more vitamins and supplements. I don't want to overdo it, but I definitely do want to take more, and just, I don't know, I really just want to get into that. So if you have any recommendations or things that you take, or you know, just you want to like recommend, please do, because I'm literally taking 2 right now. Granted, I would say this biotin one, my hair is growing so much so fast, and my nails are growing too, and they're like thicker. They're thicker too, so that's great. Although when I do restock this one, when I run out the vitamin C, I want to get like a capsule, because these pills are great, they're doing their job, but they're flavored. I don't like flavored medicine, and I 100% have realized I hate the taste of citrus flavored things. I like orange for itself, but citrus flavored things make me so nauseous. And when I come to think of it, it's not like this is new. This has really been happening to me for a long time, and I'm just now becoming like conscious and aware about it. But I hate the taste of citrus flavored things, and taking these down in the morning, I try to swallow them as fast as possible and like push water back to get the taste out before I recognize it, because I can't stand it. I can't stand it. So I don't have a super long day today, but it is a little busy. I actually am about to really quickly get this whole video put together and up so it can be out for you girls today. And I think other than that, I have a few small things to film, but nothing major. I already took care of the important things I had to film earlier this morning. So I think I'm gonna go ahead and take care of that, and I'll come back to you girls later on. The toast cooked so much better today than it did yesterday, because I didn't get afraid when it started when it started smoking. I didn't get scared and take it out. I kind of just left it in there, and everything worked out just fine. So now I know better. And look at how fabulous our eggs look today. Yes, these are great eggs. a little bit of this. Breakfast for today. Yum.